Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for all the comments you left. I've seen a lot of love, a lot of poor souls who had unfortunate luck to experience the same thing, and some confused people too, and some is a wee bit unhinged, but it is what it is. So just know that I appreciate it. Okay, let's just settle down for a bit. Brew some coffee, pull out your sketchbooks or tablet or something, whatever you have. Let me be your little background filler for today. And I don't know how long this video is going to be, but that's for future Bree to deal with. Look at that. Look at that face. Okay, today we'll be covering some Q&A questions. There's a lot of questions I see, so yeah, let's just do that. And maybe a little bit live update after that. All right. Buckle in. Our first stop is... We'll start with anomaly. And the question would be, how do you feel that over 10,000 people watches every path you take due to an algorithmic blessing? I still feel a little bit wobbly from all of this, I guess. Maybe, I think I'm just a bit excited. I'm too excited, a little bit anxious, and a wee bit terrified maybe. Moving on, what kind of program do you use to animate? Well, right now I do mostly my animation with Krita. It's a bit limiting sometimes. My PC would just do a little hiccup here and there, and there are times that they would crash and loses a chunk of my progress. It's a free program. They've been giving more than enough, and I'm really thankful for it. So aside from Krita, I think I also tried out Blender for the grease pencil, and I think it has really good potential. So number 3 is there any animator or something you like or would recommend? Oh boy, I'll be here all day if I list out every single animator that I like. Okay, here's the general gist of it, I think. Moving on, number four. This phenomenon, random animator, makes it relatable videos and algorithm blessed with the jump scare with the views and has happened twice. Oh, it has? I didn't know that. So virtual Sixen. I don't really see any virtual Sixen. Maybe it's in another name. I wish them luck and sunny days on the journey, because making animation is not really a walk in the park, especially when there is only one person manning the ship. And yeah, I also found a lot of newer video circling in my feed, and it also helps with the discovering new faces and something like that. And YouTube has strangely been nice, but I'm not complaining. Number 5, yes. No, I don't know. Moving on. Fryer? Is your name Fryer? Okay. Fryer. You should promote or promise to Lilith through your main upload often more. No doubt that a lot of you new subscribers miss that link you've provided. Thank you, Brian. Very nice suggestion. I would very much love to do it, but I don't think I could go further than chapter 8. At least for now. I'm still gonna work on it, but I think I'm just going to finish the full volume first before releasing them chapter by chapter, like what I'm doing right now. It's not really chapter by chapter. It's I've been torturing them. It's 3 pages per week, and I'm also a little bit burned out again. But I think this is for the best. I don't really want to rush anything else, but at the same time, I really feel bad making them wait so much, man. Man, I think this is for the best. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm going to hold that series for an indefinite hiatus, maybe after chapter 8. But I think we'll come back to this later after the Q&A, okay? Thank you, Freya, for this wonderful suggestion. I would, but I think I'm gonna finish the whole thing first. So next is Astray1304. Question. I only have one question for you. Did you learn to animate on your own? If so, how long did it take you to be where you are right now? So thank you, Astray? Astray? I don't know. Thank you, Astray. You guessed it right. All on my own with the help of a few YouTube videos. Like, I don't really remember. Lots of hands-on exercises and lots of love and a little bit of suffering here and there just brought me here. And as for how long it took me to be here, well, I can't really quantify it. If I had to pinpoint the timeline, I think I practically have much more time making this after I graduated uni. I think about maybe 2 years of just focusing on art and stuff like that, although it's much more of making webcomics than animation. Thank you, Esther, for the question. I will be moving on. So Sohee. Okay, Sohee question is, so what was your dream job when you were little? Thank you, Sohee. When I was a kid, I wasn't really aware that art can be a job. It's because our jobs aren't really as valued, I guess, and they were not really popular. So, if I would probably ask my younger self, I would probably just say like, honestly, I don't know. I don't know what she would say. I think she would just give a typical answer like a doctor or a teacher like that. But I think deep inside, we know that we wanted to do something with drawings, making pretty pictures, telling stories. So probably the short answer would be an artist. And to be specific, I think it would be a mangaka or something like that. Next is Mr. Monolith. Okay, first question. Do you have any favorite shows and TV? Oh man, I don't know if I could single out one of my favorite movies or show. It's been a while since I watched new stuff as of lately. So if you're looking for a new show to watch for recommendation, oh man, I'm sorry, but I'm very, very, very out of the loop at this point. So I'm just going to throw out what I could think of right now. Maybe it's not going to be in particular order, but so yeah, here's some show right on top of my head. Dorohedoro? Maybe Dorohedoro. Oh, I mean, I actually finished the manga first, and no spoilers. But I want all of them to live a long and happy life. both the whole people and the mages. I know the mages are kind of scum, but oh my god, I love the way they ended. No, okay, I'm gonna end up spoiling things, so I'm gonna stop there. So aside from loving the art and the story, it's also inspired me to actually try making gyoza, and happy to say I mastered it, and oh my god, it was delicious. And then next we're gonna move on. One Punch Man is actually top-notch comedy. I really liked it. Haven't seen the second season though. Mob Psycho 100, I love how dark it gets, man, and the comedy. Oh, with Chef Kiss. Haven't gotten into the second season too, so yeah. No. Okay. Also, Matsu-san. It has a certain charm on them. I don't know, maybe it's because I relate a bit from them. I suppose I also see the need in me on some of them. Hadn't had the chance to see second season. Oh my god, I think I'm beginning to see a pattern right here. Konosuba is another comedy that I really like. Oh, and also haven't gotten into the second season. Oh my god, this is starting to get sad. Asobi Asobase? I don't think there's any second season though, so and that's just even worse. Ah man, before this gets any more sadder, I think we should just move on, okay? Next questions. So, do you have any favorite video games? If so, what are they? Favorite video game? I think I just have a thing with D&D. It started with the Baldur's Gate 3. I finished it, and then I needed more. I searched for recommendation, and one of the recommendation is Dragon Age Origin, and I loved it. I love the characters. I love the group banter between Wynn and Alistair. Oh my gosh, you know, as there's this stage when we first need to fight the ogre, and it was sick, my guy. I would try to make sure that everyone survived the fight, and then I'd have them use the bow to fight the ogre, and and them take turns running around. It was, oh my god, it was hard enough for me to fight in the first run. And then there's dragons! I hate them! Oh my gosh! The cave levels that led me into the urn of ashes. Oh my gosh, I didn't even expect them. They would be there. There's these 3 little dragons. Just came from out of nowhere, and they bite hard. My god, they bite so hard. And then and then the jump scare. Flip it to the giant ass dragon. Right, moving on. What inspired you to animate? Inspiration comes in many forms. I don't have anything specific in mind. I just made it because I want to make it. So yeah, we're moving on. Before I overthink this, has the desk incident happen again? There's close call. I've learned my lessons. No more leaning when you. Oh my god, damn! I did not mean to do. Well, move on to Jonathan. And the first 874 question: do you have tips for younger or more unexperienced artists? Me. I think everyone should start with the fundamentals just to understand the form, shapes, and color value or something like that. I didn't really do that in the first place, and my art looks, oh my gosh, trust me, it's going to help in the long run. That's it. So one way that I like to do is just to draw something that you really like. It helps with the motivation, and it's just plain fun to do. If you don't know what to draw, you could always search up prompts for a bit of a challenge, or you could also make a project for yourself so that you'd have a reason just to practice, just to jump into it. You just start, you know. Okay, references is your friend. If you can't find the references of a pose you had in mind, you can always just use the camera. What else? Be patient with it. As long as you don't stop, there's always going to be an improvement. If you want more motivation, I think you could always take your earliest drawings and then compare them to your recent one. You'd be surprised. Just be aware when you're comparing yourself to others. You have to remember that they have different circumstances than yours, and you shouldn't really beat yourself too much to it if you're not there yet. You know, just be patient, one at a time. Okay, what else? There's also like receiving constructive criticism. It's up to you to take which part you think is valid to you. Narrowing what you're looking for could also help you on focusing one at a time so that you won't be overwhelmed or something like that. Most importantly, have plenty of fun. That's all I think. Okay, thank you, Jonathan, for the question. I hope it helped. I don't know if it's gonna help because each of the type of artist you want to be, it's different. It's different for them. I can't really give specific advice. And I could only give you general advice. I'm sorry about that. Just start. That's the secret move. Next is John Gibbs. Can I have a cheeseburger and a large fries with large Coke, and maybe add some of those Happy Meals and ice cream flavored vanilla with condensed milk on top? Make sure to put a cherry on top of the ice cream. Thanks. I'm sorry, sir, but the ice cream machine is broken, but we do have some cherries to go. I'ma just pack them in anyways. That'll be Alex Piotrowski? Alex Piotrowski asks, wanna play Counter-Strike together? I'll pass. Maybe next time. Next question. Yes, NT 5282 question. Why did you start these channels? Also, drop rag. Okay, I started all this way back then because I thought it would be fun. And when I would start freelancing, I kind of used this for the animation portfolio. Part of me just also like making something. And yeah, right, there we go. Mark of the Serbian question is, did you work on anything before this YouTube thing? Newground or maybe some other jobs or really anything? I started being a little bit active with the animation fairly recent. It's more just for fun actually because I was focusing more on making webcomic and working on illustration work. Other than commission, I think I released some illustration on Neon Mob once upon a time. Now I'm on a new platform, New Embers, almost identical, still small community. It's still in alpha, but I think they're getting there. I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how much. I don't know. There's others, but I don't really remember. I might need to go through the folders if I want to check everything, but maybe not now. The video is getting quite longer, and I don't think Editing Bree's gonna appreciate it. I'm sorry. Next is Rishabh Sukidayo. What platform do you use? So if I'm guessing this right, you're asking me about making money? Is that what you meant? Well, I guess most of my earnings are from illustration work platform, Neon Mob. Rest their beautiful soul. I also freelance on the other side. I guess I've done, what is it, concept art or something? No, it's more of a illustration job for a character that is intended for a game, I think. Then there's the animation gig on their side. It's a bit complicated. The freelancing platform I'm currently in is kind of taking a big chunk of my revenue. I'm feeling complicated with that, so I'm exploring other option. I recently heard about VGen. I kind of want to try it out. Maybe if I have the time, but right now I'm just gonna brush up on my coffee to the commission. Wait, I forgot about YouTube. Just recently I got approved to be a YouTube partner. Alright. A little bit revenue from there. I didn't expect it. Shout out to Super Epicness for being the first member. I actually just wanted to test out the badge function. I initially thought that I could replace this. Turns out it's just for members, stuff like that. And I I didn't expect anyone to tip the jar, so thank you. Okay, next is God of Chaos 33778 questions. When I saw your animation and heard your voice, thank you. So first question is, how have you been lately? I'm doing alright. Next is, do you have any major projects for the channel? I'm thinking of maybe animating my webcomic somewhere in the near future. Other than A Promise to Lit, I actually also have the Sunnyside Friends series that I plan to upload weekly on Webtoon, Tapas, Namikomi, and Global Comics too. But I kind of got sidetracked because I give more focus on A Promise to Lit, and then the unreleased draft just collects dust on the shelf, man. I don't really want to waste it, so I figured maybe I should just make it an animated series. I think if you guys enjoyed the little snippet of the animation I posted here, perhaps perhaps the hijinks that Sunnyside Friends will bring also would be enjoyed. I think maybe probably. So yeah, I haven't really started the scheduling part yet, but that's the plan for now. So yeah, next is, are you creating this channel just out of passion, as a hobby, or as a job? So okay, it started out as a hobby actually. It just kind of turns into a reference for my portfolio, so I guess it's turning into a job. I don't know. So okay, next, number 4. Where do you see yourself in the future? Doesn't this sound a bit like a job interview? Right, okay. Right, the future. I honestly don't know. There's so many things that I want to do, like learning coding, making my own game, maybe a visual novel or something like that. I want to make lots of manga. I maybe want to entertain a little while longer before I depart from the mortal realm. I don't know, man. I'm more of a Sera person. Whatever happens, because the more that I plan, the more that, oh my god, things got derailed, and then I just have to restructure it again and again and again, and I'm kind of getting tired of it. So you know what? Whatever happens, happens. So yeah. Oh, there's more. P.S. My insulin level, my god. Tres Asashi question, do you have any pets? If so, can we see them? Alright, I suppose it won't hurt. Here's our little princess. Here's one of a kitty. There's also KFC. Ding Dong Dude says, what's your favorite cheese? Oh man, you might be surprised with this, but I'm not really a big fan of cheese. But they do taste nice though, right? I just really can't give an opinion on it because we rarely have those in our daily diet. But if I have to choose one, I think I'm gonna go with the stringy one. It looks yummy. Next is Omega Bo. The question is, tell us more about your webcomic. Oh my god, I like your enthusiasm, but gosh, okay, I'm just gonna touch on them briefly. I think so. Actually, I have 2 right now, published and ongoing. One is Sunnyside Friends and A Promise to Lilith. Sunnyside Friends is more of a slice of life, the comedy series. A Promise to Lilith, on the other hand, is about the girl who was born with little to no mana, despite coming from a powerful lineage of mages, making her the weakest among all of them, and the main reason why they were a little bit overprotective of her. But one day, she ran away from home with her trusted friend, Edrel. I'm a bit unsatisfied with how the manga starts, to be honest. I started in the Vegas part of the story. I think if I had to start over again, I think I would illustrate the day that she ran away. I have redrawn several pages in the name of improving it, and it's not a very wise move. I've made about 7 chapters now, and the 8th is on its way. Okay, next is thoughts on... Think it looks cute? Who's your favorite artist and how long have you been drawing? There's so many. As for how long I've been drawing, I think it's been since I was a wee lass. And more improvement, I think, comes after I graduated and just begin to focus more on the art stuff. How to learn to draw and achieve similar level to yours? Oh man, I don't really think I'm qualified to give any pointers. I don't really have any roadmap. I just wing it. clock has set motion. The first hour has come and joy has spread. It will ring 10 more times before the end. You look up to the sky. Who do you see? Do you have any stuffed animal? I do, actually, and this one's my favorite. I think I already listed out, but here's another flash of it. Where are you from? Apologies if that's private. Well, I could tell you that I'm in this part of the world. Number 2. Do you animate yourself or character of yours? Will there be several characters? Short answer is yes and yes. Number 3. What about your preference in music? I really like to listen to upbeat music when I'm working. Are you considering doing more live stream? I mean, I might do it again, but I think maybe for different stuff. I don't think you want to see me doing this, right? Or do you? Number 2 is, are there any bigger animation you're planning on making / want to make in the near future? I do, actually. So yeah, it's still on a blue sky phase though. I'm a lone wolf on this, so it might not be in the very near future. Number 3 is, have you considered creating a Discord server for your fans and yourself to chat in? Oh man, I don't really use Discord. I'll try to consider it. Next is, are you aware that your animation is a... Yo, my insulin! Oh! What inspired you to make your channel? I think I already answered this. Editing Brie, would you please? Alright, okay. Short answer is, I see so many cool animation out there and I just want to make them and I want to see them alive and kicking us all, and I thought it would be fun. So yeah, that's basically it. My question is, are you able to draw sea bunnies? It's a very important question. I see, it's a very important question indeed. So you mean this or this one? I don't know. Okay, so does that answer your question? What the dog doing? The dog's chilling, homie. How often do you draw and for how long? Oh man, as often as I could. Got lots of hours from the manga alone, and if burnout doesn't exist, I'll just do it every day forever, man. Discord server? Sorry, man, I don't have one. I don't know how to run one. I don't know what to ask. What's your Smash Bro main if you play? I don't know. Kirby, maybe? Favorite animated show of 2014? One question. Have you ever tried stop motion? I love stop motion. I'm especially very fascinated with the miniature props and it looks so fun to play with, but maybe one day. Favorite Ghibli movie? Here's my top 10. Princess Kaguya, House Moving Castle, Totoro, Pompoko, Kiki Delivery Service, something like that. Only yesterday. Spirited Away, Ponyo, Ariete, and also Grave of the Fireflies. Did you ever manage to retrieve your eraser? I did actually, but then I lost it not long after. Do you sleep well? Why do you ask? How did you start getting into art? I don't know. I just jump into it. I just really want to make pretty pictures like I saw in those manga magazine and anime and stuff like that. And yeah. How do you animate? It's simple actually. Make a storyboard, put together the sound and then the drafts, and then you clean it with the cleaner outline. And then if you're feeling fancy and have extra time, you could put in the colors and add the fancy effects too. And that is basically the fast version of it. Are there any ways to practice art that you would recommend to others? Can you do a dancing gif of you? When you were included in Dan Plan or Dan 3 or whatever, did Hoshu act? I think you have the wrong person here. What are you writing? You mentioned being on chapter 8. Well, it's my ongoing comic, A Promise to Lilith. I'm so late at the delivery, man. How do you feel? I might. If I smell colors, am I okay? Just out of curious, what does this smell like? Why is your animation so smooth? It's magic. I think that's all of it. Yay! Okay. Thank you everyone for all the Q. I hope the A that I gave is sufficient. Not finished just yet. We still have... Last time, I said I wanted to stop being so dependent on coffee, right? So I was actually doing well 3 months ago. I'm returning to sipping the devil's juice once again. I'm returning the tea club badges, man. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed with my lack of resolute. The bright side is that I only consume like once per day. That's a bright side, right? It was the moment of weakness when I broke down. My work isn't done, and I needed the boost from the devil's bean, and it worked. So in a month, I used to use almost half of my working time on my webcomic. What took it so long? Well, it's actually the dialogue and the writing. Oh my god, I'm not so good at it. The drawings aren't much of a problem for me actually. I'm enjoying it. But the fucking writing, oh my god, I just couldn't move on until it sounded right, and it never sounded right. I have prepared the framework, but not the dialogue and the writing. I usually just come up with it with the temporary dialogue at the draft pages, and then when I clean up the line art, I sometimes got stuck on repairing the draft, and instead of moving on, I sometimes even erased the whole pages because I thought that the composition is off at the time. And the worst case scenario is that I decided to deviate from my plan and add extra pages, which does help with building the context, but it really doesn't help with me sticking with my plan. My god, it's almost the end of the year, guys. Probably gonna take about 4 to 5 more chapters before I finish the volume, and that's about 100 pages, homie. I'll start updating it again 2015. Cross my fingers with a continuous stream, hopefully by then. Okay, we're nearing the end now. I hate to do this, but we'll have to end with a not so happy news. Okay, there's a chance that I might be going back to school again, and the bottom line is my degree isn't really helping much because the opening for this job is very limited. This diploma, it isn't really gonna guarantee it on anything, but I guess it's a safer net. So but that doesn't mean I'm stopping anytime soon. It's just a little heads up for the upcoming time. Thank you for being here. I hope you're done with the work by now, and I hope to see you all next time with the good news.